Hello, everyone, and welcome to foreclosure.com. My name is TJones. I'm excited to introduce our guest today, Dr. Teresa R Martin. Dr. Martin, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
We're thrilled to have you. Can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and your background in real estate?
Well, sure. I'm a real estate bankruptcy foreclosure defense attorney by trade. I've been investing in real estate since I graduated high school. I got my first investment property when I graduated high school. When my daughters graduated high school, they have their investment properties, and now I'm working on my 3 grandchildren. So
Wow.
we are a family of real estate investors, and I'm actually, really excited about what I bring because I'm teaching people how to build generational wealth through real estate and break the chains of generational poverty. So that is what I bring to my REIA. And, I am the owner, founder of REIA NYC. NYC does not stand for New York City. It stands for Now You Can. So I am so excited about what I do and what I bring. And that's one of the things that makes us unique because we deal with legal, business, and real estate.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing your journey with us. Well, let's jump into it. What are you currently seeing in the Northeast, New York City housing markets?
Mayhem. That's what I see. Mayhem. It's a lot of confusion going on in the New York real estate market because of the moratorium that has stopped, but we still have backups in the eviction courts. We still have property owners who are actually trying to save their homes from foreclosure. They don't have the help that they need. But you have the tenants who have not paid since COVID, even though they didn't lose their job, but they have attorneys being assigned to them and they're being able to get assistance. And so what we have is the clash of tenants versus property owners. So when you think about foreclosures in New York, we have kind of like a stalemate here because we are not seeing all of the foreclosures that will be coming on the market because we have a lot of foreclosures that are still being worked out in the settlement phase. So the trend right now is basically trying to figure out what's going on and if I can save my home, and if I can't save my home, who's going to be willing to buy my home based on me being upside down, et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty much what we're seeing here in New York.
Okay. Can we explore that a little bit further and, what you're expecting this summer and the rest of 2023 for the real estate housing market?
Yeah. So if we look at what's going on right now, and how the sentiment of real estate investors who are really small investors are really what society needs because we create jobs. We help homeowners, distressed homeowners, get out of their situations. We help create affordable housing. We do a lot, in the economy, right? We help this ecosystem. But what we're seeing is a lot of disrespect in the New York market. We're seeing that we are being painted with one brush, like we are the big bad hedge funds, buying up all these properties and things of that sort. So they're making legislation that is against, that is against the hedge funds, but in essence, is hurting the smaller investors who are doing nothing more but coming to help. So now the smaller investor is being fed up. And so what we're looking to do now is look for a market that's going to appreciate us, right? And so in the summer, I believe that there are going to be a lot of real estate investors who are going to do an exodus, if you will. They're going to go to places like Indianapolis and Cleveland and Memphis and all the places there that have, properties that are in distress, have not seen such a fall like we have seen in New York because of the price points. And they're going to be able to get a bigger bang for their buck while making a bigger difference in that market. So what I see, in essence, that's why you can't ask an attorney a simple question because we're going to go all around the room before we give you the answer, right? But my simple answer is my expectation is that there's going to be a large exodus of real estate investors leaving New York investment market to go to other markets that make sense for them.
Seems like a very complicated market.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have any advice for someone just starting out?
My biggest advice to anyone getting started in real estate or just switching markets is to make sure that you have a great source for your research, right? And that's where, foreclosures.com comes into play, right? It's really important for you to kind of have a place that you can go and look at the listings to see what's on the market. See, the tax liens, because a lot of people didn't know, Tim, and when I first started using foreclosures.com, I didn't know either that foreclosures.com is not just for foreclosures, right? They have tax liens, they have rent to own, they have bankruptcies, they have city-owned properties. These are all the lists that if a new investor is coming onto the scene, they need to make sure that they are getting the right information at the right time, because sequencing is very important. A lot of times people don't really understand their market, but they're jumping in saying, I want to invest in New York. But you don't really understand that New York is $300, $400, $500 per square foot here in New York. Yeah. Okay. Our price points are as large as phone numbers. All right. So we really need to understand that there's other markets that might be better suited. So for a new investor, do your research, analyze your bank account, and analyze your patience level, because it's going to take patience, and it's definitely going to take some time for you to understand what niche and what market you want to move into. So that's my best advice for new investors getting started.
That's fantastic advice. I think that's all the time we have for today, but I want to thank Dr. Martin for speaking with us. Is there anything else you want to add before we leave?
Yes, make sure that you find a good real estate investor association, not a meetup group. Okay, a meetup group is set up, to, just meet up. Okay, you really need to find a legitimate real estate investor association that is dedicated to your education and dedicated to advocacy. Lobbying on your behalf as a real estate investor is what REIA NYC and the National REIA does, and we do it very well. So you can look us up at REIANYC.org, and you can also go to nationalreia.org and just find a good home for you to learn about real estate investing.
That's great. We hope you found this interview helpful. Don't forget to sign up for our free email alert at foreclosure.com. Until next time, I'm TJones, and thank you for watching.